Hey there everyone, thanks for joining us for another 3D Printing Thursday video. This is Jesse Hallworth, 3D Printing Application Engineer with Hawkridge Systems, and on our last episode we ran through the steps needed to load material into the new Markforged FX20. So for today's video, we thought we'd give a quick overview on how an operator prepares the FX20 for printing and how a finished part is removed from the system. So let's go ahead and get started. The first step to preparing the FX20 for printing is to place our reusable build sheet onto the print bed. The outer edge of the FX20 bed is lined with a vacuum channel to keep the sheet in place, so all we need to do is to make sure that the sheet evenly covers the entire channel. Once we've placed the sheet onto our print bed, we can open up the control menu on our UI, which lets us access the vacuum toggle. This same area will also indicate whether or not the vacuum detects a seal from the print sheet. If Ultim 9085 is being printed, you can also start the preheat of the chamber from this same menu. With the vacuum engaged, we can unlock the chamber door to finish the print sheet placement. Back inside the chamber, the last step to applying the print sheet is to check for any air bubbles under the sheet and to push them out if any are seen. You can think of this like applying a screen protector to a phone. The print bed could also be hot from prior prints, so you can use the included ceramic scraper to push out any air bubbles, or some Kevlar gloves, which makes this step super quick. With our print sheet applied, the only other step needed to get the FX20 physically ready to print is to apply some glue to the print sheet. The type of glue applied will vary depending on what the primary printing material is. For Onyx parts, some simple Elmer's glue will be used, and for Ultim 9085 parts, users will be applying a stronger Magigoo adhesive. Just like with other Markforged printers, glue can be applied to the whole print volume or just where a part is printed. With such a large print area, you can probably save a bit of effort by only applying adhesive to where a part will be printed, and this does make cleanup a bit more efficient as well. Now that our printer is ready, the last step to printing a part is to use the Markforged Eiger software to prepare and send a file to the system. You can upload a new STL or use an existing upload if you already have an Eiger account. And to get the file ready, all you need to do is select the FX20 from the printer drop-down menu. With our printer set, we can easily change our main printing material and choose whether or not to add continuous carbon fiber reinforcement to our part. We can also use the settings page here to quickly change things such as the layer thickness for printing or even the scale of our part. Since you don't need to change the print head, nozzle, or any other hardware when selecting these items, operators can easily set up a part that fits their application. Once everything is ready, Eiger will slice the part automatically after the user selects save, and when the slicing is complete, all they need to do is click print. On the final print preparation screen, multiple parts of the same material and slice thickness can be added and placed wherever desired. Once a part is finished, accessing the chamber is as easy as unlocking the door and removing the print sheet from the machine. Once the print sheet is in hand, parts can be easily removed by slightly bending the sheet and peeling away the part. And that's all there is to it. With our part removed, it's time to clean the glue from our print sheet and repeat the preparation steps for our next part. Thanks for joining us for another look at the new Markforged FX20. You'll find a link to our FX20 reveal livestream linked in the description of this video if you'd like to learn more about the machine. And feel free to subscribe if you'd like to keep up to date with more content like this. Have a great day, everyone.